Hey guys, welcome back to Girls Frontline 2. In today's video, I want to talk about an event that we've got coming up. It's not like a massive event that you need to participate in. You just got to make sure you're here for it. Basically, if we jump over here, we are getting a bunch of free stamina. So they've announced this one. So log in daily to receive intelligence puzzle times 120 during the event period. Now, the event period is the 13th to the 18th. Assuming that that's inclusive, that will be the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th, which is 6 days. 120 across 6 days is 600 plus 120 is 720. So that is going to be 720 extra stamina that we get along the way. So that is a pretty solid reward. For most people, if you're around like high 30s, it's about half a level, which is really, really solid in my opinion. So once again, it's nothing crazy. It's not like we're getting another mind-blowing event, because honestly, the first event that we have going on in the game is quite amazing anyway. I've been absolutely loving this event. But with this extra stamina, make sure you log in daily. Now, the previous time we had this was to do with the launch, where you get the daily supply. No, where's the daily? That's promotion. I've probably lost all mine. Startup supplies. So we used to get this where they gave us cards. This one looks like it's going to be just the straight stamina. I'm not 100% sure. But also these ones operate from the 3rd to the 7th, giving us those ones on those days. But they backtracked along. So if you played after it, they were still there. So what I'm trying to say is with this new event, they might be in your mail even if you don't log in, but you're best off to log in during that period. As for this, I made a whole video talking about using your stamina and what to burn it on. But I just want to refresh you guys on that. And then I want to give you guys a little bit of an account update because I've had some questions about my account. So we'll go through that as well. So let's jump over into supply missions. Once again, if you've been playing since launch, my account here, if we go over here, you can see I'm at level 36. At this stage, I need 1320 to level up a full level. And like I said, getting 720 experience is really nice for boosting these levels up, because the key level that we really want to get to, that I'm really trying to get to anyway, is going to be at level 43, because at level 43, you unlock max difficulty for these bad boys. Now, obviously, you're going to have a struggle to get into this max range where you're trying to beat level 58 opponents. But, you know, at least we start getting to some higher level farming. At the moment, for most people around that level 30 and above, I still recommend looking at your characters. Keep in mind, if we go over here, I'm already at the point where I need 2 teams. So if we go over here into my boss fight, and we go here, you can see I'm at current difficulty 6 of 8. And in this section, you can see I've beaten the first side. Don't look at Peridia as meta for this. I just had to slap her in so I could try and form a team on my second one. And like my second team just does not cut it at the moment. So I'm trying to beat this boss where we have 2 different boss fights that we have to do. And I just have no hope on my second team. Now, why am I yapping about this? Because the thing I'm yapping about is the fact that you still need to build up your characters. I only have 2 characters really properly built that I would consider properly built. Besides that, I really need to build up my other characters. My Tololo, I need to work on her. I can swap weapons. I've got too many assault rifles built already, so I'm not going to do her own weapon. But essentially, what you want to be focusing on is, one, your leveling up materials. Now, I am kind of swimming in these at the moment. My leveling up materials have gone. Yeah, I've just been lazy the last couple days, and that's all I've just auto cleared because I just couldn't be bothered looking at it. But then I went to level up some weapons the other day and 2 days ago, and I was like, oh wow, I need to get some weapon materials. So if we look at this, I'm at 70,000. Obviously, you get 3,000 per run, but that 70,000 isn't going a hell of a long way anymore. So I need more of that. If I look at my neural helixes on like my main characters that I'm building up, you can see her. I still need more of these. And then I've got other characters. For instance, my Sharkery, I think she's even lower on the build up. You can see I still need purple ones. So there's all these things that I still need to farm because I already need 2 teams and I don't have my units properly built yet. So those are the kind of things you want to be farming: your leveling experience, your weapon experience, your neural helix materials as well. Anything to get your general upgrades into your characters so that you can keep them ticking along. Because keeping in mind, we will be moving into that section where I'm already there now, like in boss fight, where we do need 2 teams. So farming those things is going to be the most important. Now, I also did do something which I don't often recommend, and I did do a little bit more attachment farming. I did probably, I want to say 300 stamina into attachments as well, because in that boss fight, I was I was getting the strategy down. I just didn't have the damage. And I was like, how can I get some more damage? I can get some decent attachments. So you can see here, if we go over to my QJ, I went ahead and I got some decent attachments and upgraded them just so I could have some extra attack on her so that I could get extra damage into the boss and defeat the boss. I was doing that to clear difficulty 5 on the boss fight. So I did go in and spend a bit of stamina on attachments. Now, if you're at the point where you're trying to push something like that and you want to do it and you have fun, then you can go ahead and farm a few attachments. It's not going to absolutely ruin your account. The drop rates honestly weren't too bad. I did have one run where I got none. I had one run where I got 3 of the precise grades, but you still don't really want to be dumping all your stamina because we need so many just base materials to build up our characters, both leveling, the neural helix and all that stuff, that you don't want to be wasting too much stamina here. But if it's just to get a set or maybe a couple decent pieces because you're really close, then you can do that. Like I said, I did it because I'm just impatient. But ideally, you do want to be focusing on leveling up those extra heroes because, like I said, I need to get my other teams built properly and I need to get that shit sorted. So that is where I'm going to be burning all the stamina, trying to get my main characters built up to a point that I am happy with, my main 2 teams at least, to a point where I can try and maybe clear this difficulty 6 of the boss, because we are close to the end of the week at the moment. I think we've got 3 days left in the end of the week, and I really want to clear this boss so that I have a whole nother week to progress on and do 7, and then hopefully clear 8, which I don't think I will be able to, but that is my goals at the moment, and that's what I recommend using your stamina on. As for the rest of the account, quick roundup. You guys have been looking at it as we go. Once again, my main 2 characters are definitely QJ and Suomi that I've been building up. Groza's probably going to be replaced once I get old mate, the chick that eats the food. I can't remember her name, but they're kind of very similar in role, but I've been loving Groza as a free-to-play option until I can get her. And keep in mind, I'm not going to get her for a very long time because when we look at the boss fight, if we go to the exchange, you get 15. So when I say very long time, it's not too long. 4, 8, 12. So I'm going to get there. Basically, I got to wait for the 19 days. Because we need 30 to summon them, 15. So basically in 19 days is when I'm going to unlock Sabrina. And that's when she'll be another character that I built. I also did happen to pull, if we go over to my inventory and show you guys, if we go here to the storeroom, I did go and I pulled her weapon on the standard banner, and I pulled 2 of this bad boy on the standard banner as well. So yeah, I've got her weapon. I'm ready to go with her once I pull her, and she's pretty much going to replace my Groza. So my Groza, even though I do love her as a free-to-play option, because free-to-play you will get the Sabrina, I'm going to stop leveling her as much just because I know she is going to get replaced in my team. I haven't done too much neural helix on her. You can see I unlocked 1 just to get the extra defense down, attack down, because it was helping me in the bosses. She is very, very pivotal in the bosses, and maybe I will still use her in 2 teams on bosses if I need that extra defense, because stability is a huge thing in the boss fight. So maybe I won't do that. But Ksenia, she's one I'm going to keep building up. Lotta, I only build her up as I need her, really. Sharkri, I'll build up because depending on what the next banner is, if the next banner is something I don't want to pull, then Sharkri is going to be my other main DPS. Dude, I've been loving Krolik. I just love Krolik. I love the fact that you get a bottom tier unit that I have fun with, and so I've been really enjoying her. Obviously, I got my Peridia out now. She's not going to be crazy at the moment, but she will get better in the future. Tololo is going to be my other one. So what I think I'll end up doing is I'll be running like Tololo with QJ, and then I'll be running the Sharkri team as well. That's kind of what I'm leaning into until I get 3 dupes on QJ. Then obviously the Sharkri will come back into it. But I have basically my 3 DPS that I can focus on with her, Sharkri, and then also the Tololo, which I was really lucky to go ahead and pull. So that's what I'm mainly going to be focusing on. I might even build up a cheetah so I have 1 more sustain. Otherwise, if the next banner gets announced and it's nothing I want to pull on, I will probably go for this dupe on Suomi, but it will require me to win the 50-50 because I'm not going to lose the 50 and the 50-50 and then go all the way on Suomi banner again. So we'll have to wait and see, because if I get that, then I might not need to build another sustain. So we'll see how we go. At the moment, if we go ahead and look over at the boss team that I used anyway in the first side, no, view formation. You can see I did use Suomi as my only sustain, but it did get a bit hairy because in the boss fight, I don't use her shield at the start of battle because I want to lose stability and then gain it back with the shield. So I did get really low health on a few of my characters, but we managed to limp through that battle. But, that is currently where we are at over there. If I bounce into the other thing, peak value assessment, this mode, to be honest, I don't enjoy as much. That's why I haven't pushed it. I find this, because this mode is more objective based. It's like, you know, spend these turns and, you know, hold the neutral spot and don't let the enemies in it for X amount of turns once you take it. Like, that was the last one. And I like having an objective to kill someone. Like, as dumb as that may sound. So I don't enjoy these ones as much, so I haven't been pushing them. And honestly, leaving them until I'm higher level doesn't stress me too much because I'm not missing out on the most crazy periodic rewards for it. Like, obviously, next week, if I level up another 5 levels, then, you know, I'll probably punch through wave 3 or something like that, and then those will be on recurring. But honestly, the recurring rewards you get are really decent, so you do want to get through this, but it's just not my most enjoyable game mode at the moment. Expansion drills resets in 4 days and 21 hours. I have not pushed this in a very long time, just because I'm like, you know, levels matter in this stuff, so I'd rather just come back at the end instead of pushing it in the mid. So on the last day of this is when I'm going to grind and try and get through as much of this as possible, and we'll see how we go because I don't really need to do it before then. And then as for combat exercise, just doing the standard stuff, just have a 1 unit defense. Oh, I can probably make it She was level 1 when I deployed her. We can probably make this a little bit nicer for people, because this one, all you're trying to do is climb ranks, so you can just leave these. Where is she? Where is she? There she is. So we can go ahead and who's level 1? You're level 11. Let's go you. Boom. Setup complete. Confirm. There we go. Free wins. Come attack me, boys. But yeah, just be the kind person. I think there are achievements for defense victories in this, but I don't know. But I just don't really care. Boom. Yep. Cool. Let's go back. But yeah, I'm just trying to climb those rewards, those ranks, because if we look, I need to get to Adept 5. That is where I need to get to. I need to get the 421 points. And if we look where I'm at, 421 points, because that'll get me into the military simulation. So just trying to like auto that. I just keep with combat exercise. There's so many people now doing it. Just click attack, refresh. If the 12.1, the person furthest on the left, is a full set defense, just refresh. If you don't find one that's a weak defense, just come back later once you refresh attempts, come back, and then refresh. Just try and max out those points as you can, so you can go ahead and get those title rewards so you can unlock the next mode, because that is what I am aiming for. But I don't know if I'm going to get there this week. It might be next week that I unlock that, but that is where I'm aiming for, trying to get that Adept 5, because that will unlock the next mode for us. But that is pretty much everything that I wanted to cover in this video. Sorry, I started yapping a bit, but let me know, what level is your guys' account at the moment? Once again, I have still been buying the 1 stamina refill for the 20 premium currency every day. Besides that, that is it. I think I still have a bunch in the bag. I did burn a couple when I was trying to get a couple attachments. If we go to my storeroom, how many have I got in the bag? I've got 10 still in the bag. So that is where I'm currently at. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.